السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Peace be upon you all, and peace be upon Prophet Muhammad and his followers. Secretary General, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to represent a very large number of NGOs in the Arab world and Islamic world alike, and as a Special Envoy from the UN, I am talking on behalf of the other organizations that have not taken part in helping the Syrian refugees since 2011. I would also like to praise all the efforts of the UK, Kuwait, Norway and Germany, and particularly Germany for hosting this fourth conference in order to have pledges. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the Emir of Kuwait has supported very generously the refugees in Kuwait via commitments in the 3 past conferences. And this pledges amounted to $3.3 billion, and this helped a great deal in helping the Syrian people in their plight. We are in the NGOs, Arab and Islamic alike. We have been supported and sponsored a lot by the Kuwaiti government, and we have succeeded to implement many programs and projects in the field of health and education provisions amounting to $1 billion. These projects have helped a great deal in alleviating the plight of the Syrians who are internally displaced and in the neighboring countries. Ladies and gentlemen, we in Arab and Islamic organization, we have met on the 28th of January and in Kuwait, and we held the 4th conference for the NGOs with the participation of many organizations to study the situation in Syria and the humanitarian situations of the Syrians. We have pledged to support the response, the humanitarian response plan in collaboration with the various international and regional organizations. And the pledges amounted to $345 million. Your Excellencies, the situation in Syria, as it is a crime. It's an ethical crime by all measures. The responsible for it is the international community, and it is unconscionable what we see every day of killing and wounding, the barrel bombs, the use of poison gas, the siege. It is a shame that we see the crisis entering in its 6th year, and the international community should try and put an end to this bloody conflict and put an end to the suffering of the Syrian people, which led them to move to various parts of the world. We said many times before that humanitarian work alone cannot alleviate the plight of the Syrians, and the international community has to find a political solution to this crisis in order to implement the UN Security Council resolutions. I say this because I'm coming from the field, and I do realize the volume of the responsibility and the volume of the tragedy. There are people who are dying of hunger, and we have seen via many media outlets how people are being treated. Your Excellencies, we are talking today about how we can protect people, how we can protect the refugees, especially children and the youth, by offering them working opportunities in order to protect them from becoming radicalized. We know that this is a grave problem. We have to recognize also that there are people who are suffering when they go to ask for refuge and for asylum. We need to offer them dignity in life, and we have to lift the siege. And at the end and in conclusion, I want to thank you all and wish for our efforts to be doubled in order to stem the bloodshed. And I wish for this conference all the success. And I would say thanks be to God at the end of my speech. Thank you very much indeed.